This story comes from LGBTQ Nation. Texas log cabin Republicans are finally admitting the obvious. We failed. The log cabin Republicans have long espoused the idea that they could work from within the Republican Party to make the Republican Party more amenable to things like gay marriage, which I have no idea how the fuck you think you could possibly do that. But here we are in 2022, and rather than the Republican Party becoming slightly more progressive, even as the demographic reality of this country shows more and more and more and more people are much more accepting of gay marriage, the Republicans are doubling down and doubling back into the past and into history. And the log cabin Republicans are finally like, well, shucks. Well, golly. Huh. That didn't work.
I don't think it's the work of the diligent log cabin Republicans that have changed public opinion on gay marriage. I think it's normalization through all these years that we've had and have witnessed gay relationships and people coming out of the closet and people becoming more and more like slowly, progressively, more and more accepting of those couples. And then specifically big decisions coming down from the Supreme Court to make it a thing all across the country. So you can't discriminate against a gay relationship like that. Like that's a huge thing.
Right.
For opening up people's eyes. It's like, it reminds me of like when California pushed back and they said, and this was on energy efficient cars. They had pushed back a while back against Trump to say, no, man, we're gonna make some really restrict shit. And a bunch of the automakers were like, well, we're gonna follow what California wants because they're a huge demographic.
Yep.
And I think the rest of the country would do this if we all just got on board and we all just admitted that we were just cool with it. Like, okay, man, we're all just cool with it. Who cares? The moment you see that demographic has tipped so much, you can then open up and say, okay, well, we've changed all the structures in this country to now be accepting. We can't, there's no going back. We can't retool the machine, so to speak. Yeah. But the problem is there's some of these people, some of these hateful, disgusting people in some of these states, and a lot of them are politicians, and a lot of them are religious leaders, and they are hateful, grotesque people who hate gay people beyond compare and have never taken their foot off the gas, have never once taken their foot off the gas. And in this article, you get fucking Abbott signing like a Chick-fil-A fucking bill or something.
Yep. Save the Chick-fil-A bill into law. I want to shit on the log cabin Republicans very specifically for a second. And I want to shit on them with a quote from one of these folks. This is from Paul von Wupperfeld. We failed to moderate the Republican Party. I'm glad we tried, and I think we did the right thing by trying, and we're actually going the other way, faster and faster. Fuck you, man. The Republican Party has been transparent about their stance from day one. Your desire to moderate the Republican Party is because a lot of these people in the log cabin Republican, they are themselves gay. And what they want, Cecil, is they want all of the other evil bullshit restrictions the Republicans stand for, but they want to be included too. So they weren't asking to moderate the Republican stance on any of its other evil bullshit.
On abortion.
Right. They were always trying to take women's rights away. They were always trying to financially devastate people of color. They were always trying to do all the rest. They were fine, Cecil, with all the rest of the discriminatory bullshit, evil practices. And they were saying, we were trying to be a moderating force. Fuck you. Only for one thing. And you wanted that because you wanted yours. You wanted your tax cuts, motherfucker. That's what you wanted. You wanted your tax cuts. You wanted to win at the expense of others. That's what the Republican Party is about. It is about a small minority of this country winning at the expense of others. And you were mad that they wouldn't let you in the club because you love someone that they don't approve of. So what you were trying to do is get them to open the door a tiny crack enough so you could get all of the winning at the expense of others. That's what you really wanted. Fuck the log cabin Republicans. They were never going to moderate or soften the Republican Party. They never wanted to. They just wanted to sit at a lunch table full of bullies.
And they only wanted to moderate them on one tiny issue.
Yes.
Right? Now, don't get me wrong. I want them to moderate on that issue along with a bunch of other issues and get them so that they're more progressive in every way. But but if you're going to throw out all the rest of the issues and be like, no, that's fine, then I agree with you. It's like, fuck off. Fuck off. You're the one who picked the fucking snake up. What the fuck did you think it was?
Exactly. No sympathy at all. None. Die in a fire, log cabin Republicans.